The first of the many speakers, her name is Dr. Anna Denejkina, Associate Director at the Insight Center. She is a researcher, academic specializing in military trauma, resilience, and veteran transition. Her extensive work in psychological health has contributed to developing programs to support veterans in their post-service life. If you could put your hands together, please.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for having me here this evening. Lydia, thank you for your incredible work. So my name is Dr. Anna Denejkina, and I'm the Associate Director at the Insight Center. So a little bit about the Insight Center. We are a boutique research agency, and we're dedicated to empowering organizations with evidence-driven insights to address Australia's social, policy, economic challenges. At the Insight Center, we work exclusively for purpose-driven organizations and projects, and it has been a privilege to collaborate with Resolute, Ready and Lydia on this crucial initiative supporting veterans and their families. We've known for a long time, and research has shown, that children of ADF members experience higher rates of emotional and peer difficulties compared to their civilian counterparts. Military families often face unique challenges, including frequent relocations, disrupted schooling, and social isolation. All of these are felt by both the children and the parents. As a daughter of a veteran myself, and as a researcher focused on veteran families and well-being, I've seen the urgent need for accessible and evidence-based support systems. Veteran families need clear and reliable information and practical interventions. This is why I and the Insight Center were so drawn to Resolute Ready and its approach. It's really about bridging the gap between research and practice and making support accessible and ensuring that decisions are also informed by best practice evidence. By providing a one-stop platform, Resolute Ready is empowering veterans and their families with information to navigate complex situations. So today I will walk you through how we conducted the research evaluation for the resources that informed the development of the education backpack. So our research involved expert consultations, desktop research and analysis of existing resources, and a resource gap analysis to ensure high quality, relevant support for children and young people in veteran families. And the identified resources catered to three primary audience groups: parents and guardians, children and young people from both current serving and exited ADF families, and educators, including teachers and other schooling staff. So on this slide, I will walk you through how we conducted the evaluation. So firstly, we engaged with leading global experts on veteran families across the Five Eyes, including Professor Sharon Lawn from Flinders University, Dr. Karen May from Mesha, Dr. Marg Rogers from the University of New England, Professor Heidi Cram from the Canadian Institute for Military and Veteran Health Research, and Professor Nicola Fear from the King Centre for Military Health Research in the UK. And that wasn't everyone, that's just a short list. And their insights really helped us align our resource targeting approach with best practice, understand high priority needs of veteran families, understand the main challenges that children and young people in veteran families face, and also refine our resource evaluation criteria. Following these consultations, we conducted desktop research and collation of resources that reflected those priority challenges for children and young people in veteran families, and also identified and reflected the key information needs for our primary audience groups. Informed by these consultations and also Resolute Ready's accessibility priorities, we developed an evaluation framework. So on this slide, you can see the elements of the evaluation framework, which includes three main thematic categories of evidence, accessibility, and applicability, and it has 13 evaluation criteria. So as part of our desktop research, we ended up identifying 124 individual resources. Each resource was rigorously reviewed and evaluated using the framework to assess its quality and its relevance for our target audience groups. Finally, each of the resources was scored against that 13 evaluation criteria framework to determine its quality and relevance. Following the assessment and the evaluation, a total of 77 high-quality resources were identified and included in the final resource pack that we delivered to Lydia, her team at Resolute Ready. So resources cover essential topics including home life, mental health and well-being, schooling and education, social life, transition and exiting out of service, and understanding military culture. As part of our evaluation, we also identified many high-quality, informative and accessible resources across Australia and the Five Eyes countries. This really highlighted for us how much important, fantastic work is being done in this space for veterans and for their families. Based on the expert consultations and the research, search and evaluation, we did, however, identify some key gaps in current resources for supporting children and young people. So some resource gaps include, but they are not limited to, more resources that are specific for high school age students and young adults, resources with practical steps to navigate school transitions, resources specific to exited families, resources for diverse veteran families, including First Nations, culturally, linguistically diverse families, and also LGBTQIA+ veteran families as well. So the resource evaluation has been used by Resolute Ready to build out their virtual education backpack, and with the gap analysis insights, they're now working towards addressing these resource gaps to further support veterans and their families. We are incredibly proud to contribute to this meaningful work, and we look forward to our continued collaboration with Resolute Ready. Together, we can make a lasting impact and reach our unified goal between us all of supporting veterans and their families. Thank you so much.